Welcome to the Purple Elephant Show. I am your host, KC Phoenix. This is the second episode today. I'm doing 2 episodes this weekend for the Purple Elephant Show. For those who may not know, the Purple Elephant Show is mostly a weekend show. During the week, I do my morning political thought, which is a supplement to the Purple Elephant Show. As for this episode, obviously, you can't outwork the president. He's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. He did a rally last night in Nevada. He's doing another rally today in Nevada as well, or peaceful protest. And he is, to my understanding, he should be coming to California, and he may go to another state as well. And he said he wasn't taking Tuesday off either. In the midst of all of that, his administration has helped broker a peace deal with Bahrain, which is the reason why he received a second nomination. For those who may not know, President Trump received a nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize. It was for the deal between Israel and the UAE, and now he's received a second nomination because of the deal with Bahrain, too. And it wouldn't surprise me if he receives a third nomination within the next, I'd probably say, month, give or take. So, and congratulations to the president on that. One thing I noticed during 2016, President Trump, or candidate Trump then, was everywhere. That plane would land, he would do a rally, speak for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. Wheels up again, land somewhere else, do another rally, wheels up again, land somewhere else, do another rally, wheels up again, land somewhere else, do another rally, so on and so forth. And it just amazes me how hard he works. And one thing he said when he was giving a speech somewhere, and it wasn't in regards to politics. It was more about motivation and business and success. And one of his friends had said to him, it was a golfer. He said, "The harder I work, the luckier I get." And I believe that's why President Trump works so hard, because he has that same mantra where the harder he works, the luckier he gets. Because that's what happened. He kept going to Michigan. I believe he did in one night, I want to say 4 rallies, and maybe 3 of them were in Michigan one night. And he kept going everywhere, while the other candidate, she didn't really go anywhere because she thought she had it. But he was everywhere. And now that, I guess you could say, campaign season has really kicked into gear, because at first he wasn't going anywhere due to the current situation that we're in. But now that others have said, oh, well, you can go out if you're doing peaceful protest and you'll be fine, then all of the rallies are officially peaceful protests. So he's like, hey, wheels up. I'm going everywhere. I'm doing everything. But not just doing the rallies / peaceful protest. He's also running the country on top of it, and surveying land, going to Kenosha, doing peace deals, setting up what I call retribution in regards to China, looking at what's happening in regards to TikTok, which I believe Microsoft backed out at the last minute, if I'm not mistaken, on that TikTok deal. I'm curious how that's going to play, because today is, oh snap, today is the 13th. So, and if TikTok's to be banned on the 15th, okay, so this coming week should be real interesting. That just now hit me, because I don't think anybody bought TikTok. I think they were close. I think Microsoft was close. but they backed out. I have to double check that. But yeah, okay. So this week should be real interesting. Um, but he's constantly working. He I remember one, who was it? I'm trying to remember who. Larry Elder. That's who it was. It was Larry Elder. Larry Elder had said, hard work wins. And when he was talking about his father and the things his father had to deal with in regards to racism, real racism, not this pseudo racism that people are talking about today. Real racism back then. And he was talking about how his father managed to make it pass and break through so many barriers that people and obstacles that people threw up for his father. And the reason his father was able to do that is because his father worked very, very hard. And Larry Elder said, hard work wins. And that is something that I believe with President Trump, why he just always stays at it. That's why he's finally being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, where really, in my opinion, he should have been nominated sooner, because he hasn't put the United States in any new wars. He is not trigger happy at all. If anything, he wants us out of the wars. But now that he wants us out of the wars, all of the people who were against war are all of a sudden for war. Make it make sense. But he continues to work hard, and he's letting his work speak for him. I mentioned this when I was talking about Congress being on vacation all the time. Let your work speak for you. But if you're not there to work, how can your work speak for you? The reason that President Trump was nominated for the prize is because he is constantly working, and he's working hard. Hard work wins. Another saying I had heard was by, I don't recall the football player's name, but it was a professional football player. He said, hard work always beats talent that doesn't work. And I'll say that again so people can let it marinate. Hard work always beats talent that doesn't work. That's why those who know the president, know his character, his true character, they always say, don't underestimate him. And one reason they say that is because he is one of the hardest workers that you've ever seen and that they've ever known. And that's what I always say to people. Don't underestimate someone who is willing to put in the work. And that's the difference between a true entrepreneur and a true politician. A politician doesn't always put in the work. They just do something here and there to make it look like they're working while they're attempting to raise money to run for re-election, or while they're enriching themselves instead of enriching the American people. But a true entrepreneur, they know all about hard work and putting in hours on top of hours, not taking vacation for months. In some cases, there are some entrepreneurs who may not take a vacation for an entire year because they're willing to put in the work to get the results they want. That's why I laugh with all these people now who talk about criminal justice reform and all these changes that need to happen with police, where all of this could have been done with the previous administration, as I mentioned before, on a state and local level, it could have been done because where all of this stuff is happening in Democrat-run cities. But even on a federal level, it could have been done in the previous administration. From 2008 to 2010, there was a supermajority. We had 2 black attorney generals. We had a black president and a supermajority. If they really wanted to put in the work from 2008 to 2010, they could have passed more than the big legislation of healthcare. If they really worked and didn't take time off, they could have passed, tons of other legislation. But they weren't willing to put in the work because they didn't care. And that is the difference. If you care, you will put in the work. So, when it comes to this president, you're not going to outwork him because he cares. You won't outwork him. And that's all I have for this episode. ThePurpleElephantShow.com, main podcasting platform. The Purple Elephant Show on Parler, so we can parlay. The Purple Elephant Show on Instagram. At RealTPES on Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube or Daily Motion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. That will let you know when I upload new episodes. Until next time, be blessed.